have grip over the hearts and minds of mankind if all Jesus had ever said was whoop.
People say I don't get it. People think that I don't understand how the world works. People think that I just don't understand how to get far in life. If anything, if I had any say about anything, if I had a say, if I had a say about anything, I think that they're wrong in many different forms. See, here's the thing. When you think about life and you think about how you want to live your life, it's the mindset. And the way you live your life is that mindset. You think about the ways that you want to live your life. You want to think about the ways that you want to succeed in life. You want to think about the ways that you want to accomplish as many things as possible in your life. Now, granted, I've made lots and lots of fucking mistakes in my life, and to be perfectly honest, there's a lot of them I do regret in life. And Palmerin, I know you. I know you don't want to forgive. You'd just rather forget. And that's life. Sometimes that hurts. Sometimes it don't. I never said I was Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. I never said I was perfect at all. But here's the thing. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't get it. I get the full picture. I know what I have to do. It's the mindset. I know what I have to do to succeed and to accomplish as many things as I can in life. But let's not talk about this here. I literally just woke up. Let me get me some coffee. Then we could talk about this. Transition. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fact that I don't understand how the real world works. Let's talk about how I don't understand what it takes to succeed and accomplish everything. Let's talk about how most of you judge me on how I think the real world works. You make a name for yourself. You deliver your messages. And then people are by your side. And that's how the real world works. Friends make the world seem so much better. And I don't know how that feels. None of you know how I feel about life without friends. You guys don't understand because all of you push me away when you had the opportunity. You would act like my friend and then you would stab me in the back. That's not how the real world works. That is not even the full picture of how the real world works. Parmanen, I understand. I should understand how your world should work. Your world, you try to make a path in your world, basically. And you follow it. Most of you are just, you make all these future plans for when you graduate high school. You make all these plans that you're going to have a job and you're going to have it for about 15 years, and you think that's just how the real world works. I know how the real world works in my own little mindset. Maybe you think that my mindset is just full of dreams and illusions, but it ain't. Because here's the full picture. The full picture contains people that don't judge. People that don't judge you for who you are. Here's the full picture. People don't bully you. Give you a year of therapy. And assume that there's something wrong with this illusion. I could be whoever I want to be. My mindset can be set the way I need it to be. And here's the thing. I know many, many different people who have told me to get a life, and then they went down and rock bottom. Down and hit rock bottom. Some of them just decide to ignore these videos because they think that they're right. They think I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I've always been wrong. People think that I've been wrong. For years, people think I've been wrong. Now I can prove you wrong. Because this whole YouTube channel would have happened years ago if people weren't just snitching on the little minorities of my videos. If they weren't just picking on the little tiny things. If they weren't picking on the wrong things. Parmenan, you judge people the wrong way, for the wrong reasons. You want to tell me, and you want to tell other people how the real world works and how I don't get it? It's fine. I understand. You can let your opinion out on me. I'm used to it. I can take the punishment. But what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for me to prove all you wrong? And so far, I've made a stomping ground. I made a path. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care how much it takes. I don't care how much it's gonna have to take for me to get my point across, to get my message delivered, to do everything and anything to stomp all over you and wipe my dipshit all over your faces. Parmenan, I know you. You think you get the real world, you don't even understand the full picture. This is what the full picture looks like. This is what the real world should look like. This isn't me with an attitudinal ego. Fuck the werewolf shit. This is me talking to you as a real person. You, Parmenan, you don't get it. You don't get the real world. You don't even understand the full picture. Even the people that I've stomped on in my early videos, that's not even the surface. I mean, I can list how many people I can literally bury, and you don't even know. And lots of other people don't even know. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, they'll find these videos and realize the damage that they have done 7 years later after high school. I don't need to go in the military and be the biggest person on the planet and then try to get a wife and kids immediately entering the military. I don't need to go into college and piss away all that money when I could just learn everything by myself for free. I could think about trade school down the line if I wanted to. I could think about college. But it's just the same thing. It's all just the same thing. I could have chose a career path and done that all my life. And I still could have felt like I can do more. So here's the thing. You're right. I don't get it. I don't get how the real world works. I'm just a dreamer. I'm just an illusionist. I just need to try to get a life somehow. Just like how Stefano Tanjaro would tell me to get a life. I have one, and it's right here. Spotlight is back on me. The spotlight will never, ever leave. I have my own spotlight, and I could tell you all that you don't get the real picture. I get the full screen version of life. I know that this mindset will help me succeed and accomplish, even with no money at all, even with just the thought process of taking everything step by step, brick by brick. And I know for a fact that your versions of the real world do not exist. The real world you think of is just a career. The real world that you think of is just basically something that you just tend to do for the rest of your life and think, yeah, I've done it all. You could be a dentist for 20 years and think, yeah, I've got everything. That isn't the real world. That isn't how the real world works. That's not even widescreen version. Palmerton, you're right. I don't get it. I don't get how the real world works. So is anybody gonna call me out on my videos? Anybody wanna come and see me on YouTube? And I'll actually open that door. I'll open all my doors. Call me out on my shit. All my doors are open. Call me out. I dare anybody that I went to school with, that anybody that's in Palmerton, I want somebody to tell me that I'm wrong. Because I know for a fact that they don't have the balls to do it. And when they do tell me that I'm wrong, I guarantee you I'll put fucking money down that it won't ever happen in 10 years. So, I am waiting. My doors are open. Call me out. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that there's something wrong with me. Call me out. Fuck the background, whatever's here. Forget all this. Focus on me. Tell me that I'm wrong. Because I guarantee you I won't get an answer in less than 5 days. Not even 5 minutes. No one has the balls to make a video on YouTube and tell me I'm wrong. And I know that for a fact. But in the meantime, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to sit there at my computer. And I am going to succeed and try to accomplish everything that I've ever wanted without even trying to pay a single dime. Because this is the full picture. I don't get the real world anymore. Because the real world gets explained wrong. The real world gets explained in incorrect ways. You want to know how the real world works? Focus on this video. Because I guarantee you, no one will tell me that I'm wrong. Dysfunct out.